Hello everybody, DarkWolf82 here to bring you another video on Fear the Walking Dead. So, I'm going to go back a little bit, and I'm going to go back to Humbug's Gulch, all the way up to now. So, there's some things that have to be discussed on what kind of friendship that John and Dwight have. So, let's go ahead and let's dissect this thing right now. And let's begin. So, looking back at Humbug's Gulch, John and June had no idea who was out there. Now they're looking for supplies. They are doing all that they can to get what they need. And all of a sudden, here comes this figure. This figure that's aiming a gun at John as soon as he's taking down walkers. He turns around and there's a gun pointed at his head. So, who is this figure? This figure is Dwight. Now, there's so much going on with that he's out looking for Sherry. So all this time that he's getting notes, letters, even going back to The Walking Dead, he's getting notes, letters, and an infinity sign. But here's the thing. What is the purpose of those notes? Well, as we see that there, Dwight has him with a gun in his face. Here comes June. June knocks him out completely. They take him, they put him in this bar, in the saloon. So what they do is they tie him up, and here's June, getting him patched up, getting him healed up and everything. And John has all these letters and notes. And Dwight says, don't touch those. Don't touch those. So John says, okay. So let's watch that little clip and see what the meaning of this is. So here it is.
Whatever he's looking for, he's been at it for some time. That's a hell of a burn. You think he had that before? No. He's all worn down. Looking for this woman. Maybe he just cracked.
You almost got yourself killed, John.
No. No. Well, he was spraying and praying. No confidence behind the trigger. Shaky as all get out. If he's a killer, he's in no shape to hurt anybody. But now we got somebody who genuinely needs our help, which is what we came out here for in the first place. Yeah?
At least the winds died down. Even if we were able to pick them off as they came in, we'd only attract more till we run out of ammo. Okay.
Don't touch that. Take it easy. We don't mean you any harm.
I said don't touch that.
All right. Hey, who you looking for anyway?
You won't if I don't treat this, okay?
Come on, who you looking for? Seems only polite. It was awfully important when you're pointing a gun at my head.
We were polite. We brought you in, we could have left you out there.
We're looking for somebody too. We should be comparing notes, not trading shots with each other. You know who's responsible for those bow blockades on the road? You know what's on the other side of them? You can answer any of my questions. Who it is you're looking for? She seemed like she was trying to get away from some bad people. Maybe you just mistook us for them?
You may not believe it, but we just want to help.
You can't help me. No one can. This whole place is screwed.
So now as we see that, we go and it's going to where you know, they get into this big conversation. Okay, they get into this conversation, but yet Dwight gets into, you know, asking John, you know, what is your name? He says, my name is John Dorie. With an I-E, not a Y. So he says, wow. He says, like the fish. And he says, yes. So John asks him, what is your name? He's like, my name is Dwight. So after that, they get to see that that they're hitting it off right now. They're hitting it off and they're becoming really good friends. They shake hands. Well, John begins to tell this story. And so what winds up happening is they begin to ask him, what are you out here looking for? And he says, I'm looking for my wife. Well, what's her name? Her name's Sherry. So John begins to say, well, you know, after we're done here, we'll go ahead and we'll look for Sherry, you know. But let's watch this scene right here with that little conversation between John and Dwight. Here it is.
This is only gonna hold for so long.
Is there another way out of here?
Well, maybe we can get out to the roof. That's Tilly's little matter of hoofing it out of town.
I got a car parked at the end of the street. The keys, they're in there. You can take it, get out of here.
No, you're coming with us.
I came with both of you. I'll put a gun to your head.
It's true. Maybe I'm being presumptuous, but seems to me like you've been separated from someone as dear to you as this woman is to me. We haven't always had the good fortune of being together. When I couldn't find you, I went to a dark place just like you. I shot a man's finger off because I thought he knew what had happened to her. It was just his little finger. And I'm not to shine it out, but he was a disagreeable asshole. But my point is, if I hadn't found June, I might have done something worse than what you tried to do to us. So I'm gonna put what you did behind us. We're all gonna help each other get the hell out of here. And then we're gonna help you find whoever it is you're looking for. Yeah?
My wife. And I'm looking for my wife.
What's her name?
Sherry.
What's your name?
Dwight.
All right, Dwight. I'm John. John Dorie.
It's a fish.
Right. No, why? And this is June.
Like the month. Spelled like it too.
If I give you your gun back, you can point it at something other than us?
Yeah.
Good. We're gonna need it. Ready?
So now we go and they're heading out of the saloon. They're going up on the top level. They're going out the window. And Dwight sees the car and he notices a car. Well, going from there, he jumps off the roof. And John jumps down after him. John takes out walkers. And all of a sudden, Dwight looks behind him and he's like, Walker. He shoots the walker in the head. John says, well, what do you call these? And he goes, we call them walkers, the dead. So they start taking out walkers. He gets to the car, to the van, and all of a sudden, something begins to happen. He goes, and John's running to the car, you know, where June is. And all of a sudden, you know, Dwight's not behind him. He's not behind him at all. But now we see that there's a little conversation going on from the cars on the walkie-talkies. So then, now, after that, they go and, they catch up with Morgan and Alicia. So things begin to really gather up. Morgan is happy to see Dwight. But moving on from there, now we're going from Sunday's episode. We see that that John and Dwight are still looking for things. John's in this car. He sees a letter. He opens up the glove compartment after he searches the whole car, and he sees an envelope. And he yells out, "Hey, Dwight!" Dwight couldn't hear him. He was inside gathering a lot of good stuff for them. And he puts the note in his pocket. But what's interesting is, in that note, it says that this is the last letter that Dwight will get, that will ever be written. So the question is what kind of friendship is John and Dwight have right now? Now, as we notice that going on later on during the episode, they see a semi. They see a semi because their car is down. They go into the semi, and all of a sudden, it would not start. So this is what comes out of everything here. It comes out to where John says, "Okay, I think I just got us into trouble." Dwight looks at him, has that look on his face. Because as we see that back then, while he was, getting stuff from that house and he found that letter, that John found the letter, Dwight asked him, "Did you find anything in the car?" He was happy because, he was trying, he thinks he was on the lead to find Sherry. But now in the semi he says, "Well, you know how I told you that I didn't find anything in that car?" He says, "I lied." He takes out the letter, gives it to Dwight. Dwight looks at him, he takes the letter, opens it up, and he reads it. Dwight has that sad look on his face. He walks out of the semi. At that point, that was the point where Dwight was broken. So now, John goes and he talks about June with Dwight while he's sitting against a car. He's got his rings. He's got the note. What does he do with those rings? What does he do with that note? Does he keep them? He does. Because he thinks that Sherry is still alive. If Sherry is still alive, question is, why didn't she stop with these letters? And why didn't she stop right there at a place where Dwight could meet up with her? Where is she? Why is she playing these games? So, question is Dwight still looking for Sherry? If so, could she be dead? Could she be out there somewhere? We don't know. Dwight is still on the verge of looking for her. Because he told John, "I am going to do the right thing and I am going to get you back to June." That was the most heartfelt thing from Dwight. If you guys love this video, please throw it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. It would really help my channel out. So we will see you in the next video. And again, what kind of friendship does Dwight and John have? What is going to happen, even though they have a friendship? How is that going to turn out because John hid the letter from him? Was it the right thing to do? Or was it the wrong thing to do? So please leave your opinions down in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. And we will see you in the next video. Stay awesome always, you guys, and keep on rocking. Peace.
Because no matter where they take me, in death I will survive and I will never